This is Kugan Cassius for Sugar Hut TV with iFILM London. We are in the Sugar Hut today in the gentleman's room. With me, I've got the heir to the throne to this great place, Mr. KIRK NORCROSS. You are heir to the throne to this place, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I think I am. I've got an older brother as well, but yeah. So if I do end up getting this, I'm selling it. I'm cashing in.
You're cashing
Look
in?
at the money here.
Seriously?
No, I won't. I won't. My dad.
Nick.
Do you know what I mean? He'll go mad. No, you know what? If you know what, my brother works here as well. He's older than me. And if anyone was to be given the club when my dad retires, it's got to have me and my brother. He works like an horse, do you know what I mean? Well, people use that expression, working like an horse. Horses don't do fuck all.
Yeah, they sit in a fucking field, don't they?
Yeah, I've been working like an horse. Well, what, you stood there all day? Do you know what I mean? That's bollocks, that is. No, but you know what? I'd never, to me, it sounds bad. I love being a part of the Sugar Hut, being a part of the club, but it's not me to want to be an owner of a nightclub, do you know what I mean?
So, if your dad had to pass on this whole place to one of his children, and he was just to pick one of yous, would obviously heartbreak the rest of you, wouldn't it?
He would, do you know what I mean? But the only reason my dad does is, he's always told me, do you know what I mean? The only reason my dad's achieved what he wanted to achieve in life and everything like that, and he's actually told us now, the only reason he's doing this and working as hard as he is for our future. Do you know what I mean? So I am so grateful for that, because he doesn't have to. Like, my dad owns the Sugar Hut, you know, he's nearly 50, but he still is the first one in the office and he's the last one to leave the office, you know what I mean? So I'd feel a bit bad to... I don't think I've worked hard enough, and I don't think I ever will work hard enough to be able to be given this place, you know what I mean? Even if he was to give it to me, my brother, do you know what I mean? I think he would, you know. No one ever knows my brother, do you know what I mean? He's like the opposite of me, my brother. Do you know? I'm a complete opposite of me. But yeah, no, I want my brother to have the club and stuff like that. Everyone thinks my dad's given me everything in life anyway. Do you know what I mean? All my dad's given me in life is literally a leg up, which I appreciate. But you know, I wouldn't want him to give me the club just because. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. You know, I don't feel I've worked hard enough for this. You know what I mean?
There's this perception of you from the outside world that you are given everything and you sort of had everything on a plate for you. And listen, I know differently, because I know that you go and earn your own money as well. Do you know what I mean? But there is, you know what I mean by there is a perception out there that because you're Mick's son, that basically you know, whatever Mick's got, Kirk's got that mentality.
No, see, I understand that, and it is bad to judge people. But everyone judges someone. I will judge someone the minute they walk past you. Everyone judges someone, do you know what I mean? So I can't blame people for judging me, do you know what I mean? As everyone's seen me on TOWIE, they've only seen me from TOWIE onwards, do you know what I mean? The only thing that my dad gives me now is the place that I live in, do you know what I mean? Only because it's on his property and he just wants me near him, and I like being a part of with my dad. So I live in a house next to him, do you know what I mean? But I can't remember the last time my dad's ever given me money. Do you know what I mean? Nothing like that. I do everything myself. Do you know what I mean? I think like last year for Father's Day I bought my dad a car. And do you know what I mean? And I would, if I ever get a lump of money from any work that I've done, I'd give my dad the money. He wouldn't take it or he wouldn't want it. But everyone thinks that. But everyone's allowed to. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's allowed to judge someone. But I've got my book that comes out 25th of April, you know, Essex Boy, My Story, what. But you know what, that's just, you know what, there's two reasons why I'm bringing this book out. First reason is to literally tell everyone the real me, and it's more of an inspirational book, do you know what I mean? It is your cliche rags to riches book, but it is to show people from where I grew up in Grays that doesn't matter where you start, what you've got. If you've got a goal and you want to make something, you can achieve it, do you know what I mean? And the second reason is just to buy my mum a flat. You know, my mum's not as well off as me, you know, and she like private rents a house and the council help and shit, like, and that's all I want to do is buy my mum a flat, you know. Like, my mum lives sort of like in the Thurrock, you're like sort of like the ghetto and that. And I was like, Mum, when I bring my book out, we can get you an house in a nice area. She's like, oh, no, you can get me a flat in the ghetto. She wants to stay the same, do you know what I mean? But everyone can have a perception on me, do you know what I mean? Because it's not like every time they see me on TV, I'm trying to prove them wrong. I'm doing what they think of me, do you know what I mean? I'm in nice cars and that, so they can judge me. But to all the people that think I'm a little rich boy, fuck off, you know?
Listen,
but as well, I am.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You started off, you was the original, one of the original TOWIE people, the old gang, Amy Charles, Mark Wright.
The best gang.
The gang, yeah, it was the best gang. I'll agree with you with that. You was in it, then you come out of it. You done your bit on Big Brother and etc.
Well, this is what I wanna set straight.
Go on.
Everyone thinks that I left TOWIE. I left TOWIE for Big Brother to try and do what Mark Wright done. Me and Mark Wright don't see eye to eye, but hands up to him. He has killed it. Do you know what I mean? He left TOWIE when I left TOWIE, and look at him now. Do you know what I mean? But I left TOWIE because TOWIE wasn't showing me for who I was. So I left TOWIE, was planning to leave TV and come back to work to Sugar Hut. And then literally, when I left TOWIE, 3 weeks after leaving TOWIE, Big Brother asked me to be a part of Big Brother. And I thought, you know what a best way to end the record of how people think of me, do you know what I mean, doing Big Brother. So I'd done Big Brother, and then literally I was come back to work at Sugar Hut, was happy and that, and then a few series after, TOWIE asked me to come back, and we had a meeting. I set the rules straight and said, look, if I'm coming back, I want to be shown for who I am, what I actually really do in the daytime, and then come back. And there was just all this big thing in the paper, Kirk's failed to be Mark Wright. At the end of the day, there's only one Mark Wright, there's only one KIRK Norcross, there's only one Amy. Do you know what I mean? I never try and tread on anyone's toes, and I actually left TOWIE because I was going to have a break from TV. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't left TOWIE for Big Brother and then failed and had to come back. Do you know what I mean? I do love TOWIE, and one of the main reasons as well I wanted to come back to TOWIE. I'm from Essex. The show's about Essex, and I didn't think when I was not on TOWIE, I didn't think it was representing Essex. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't showing. It was showing a part of Essex, but not every part of it. Do you know what I mean? So I come back and I now left again. But that's it, I'm left for good.
Is that a door shut in your TOWIE chapter then? Is there, obviously TOWIE looks like it's going to be an on-running series, so is that relationship between you and the only ways this is that firmly over now, or could there still be? No, because you can't say never can say never, no, surely.
You know what, yeah, I do like to use that word, never say never, but on the TOWIE thing I am, do you know what I mean? It is, I still don't think TOWIE, like, you know, TOWIE has made me who I am. Well, my parents have, but TOWIE has opened up so many doors for me, so I can't diss TOWIE. But it ain't me. You know, it ain't a part of me. Do you know what I mean? It's not what I do. It's 2% of what I do in life. Do you know what I mean? Like the way they get us to film in the gym and popping champagne.
Tops off.
Yeah, you know, honestly, like, man, if I'm in a gym, right, and a guy's got his top off, I will go, look at that bell end. Now, I'm that bell end. Do you know what I mean? So, I was getting fed up with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, TOWIE's about a top guy and a top girl, right? I wasn't going to bother fighting for that top position, which they want you to. Do you know what I mean? I'll say, look, I want to be the top boy on the show. Because when you're on the show, you know what I mean? You do get a bit of vain and you do want the most airtime. And then where they had other people in mind to be the top boy, I was like, you know what, I ain't fighting for it. Do you know what I mean? I ain't going to fight for it. And I actually read on the internet today that I've left TOWIE because of them two new boys that come in. That's not true, but if it is, I love it that there's has to be two new people to fill my boots. Because they're big boots to fill.
You talk about James and
I don't know the other geezer, the good-looking one. Like, it looks like he's walked off for the set of Abercrombie. I know James. I met James in Vegas last year. Yeah, he's a good dude. James is a good dude, you know what I mean? So now that the papers have said I've left because of them two guys, I'm thinking this is how papers mess up sort of friendships and relationships. This guy's sort of my friend. If he's reading in the paper I've left because I don't like the guy's now thinking, oh, I thought I was mates with Kirk. Do you know what I mean? But I actually have left because, you know, the main reason I've left is because my penis is too big.
No, listen, this happens to the best of us. Not me, obviously, but it happens to the best of us.
It does, no, but you know.
Let me just ask, I just want a yes or no answer from this. Do you think that TOWIE, you know the people who are in TOWIE, so better than most people, would you say that the way the characters in TOWIE are portrayed is true to actually who they are? Yes or no? Just a yes or no answer.
No, but I wish I could digress. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay. Listen, this is about you, so it's not.
It's supposed to be a yes or no answer. I say no, but yeah, it's
you can say a little bit about it.
It's a good representation about them, but only probably 5% of their life. Do you know what I mean? But I think that's only what TOWIE wants, you know what I mean? But, you know, TOWIE's our life. So if they have to put on a little bit of show for TOWIE, good on them, because this is what's getting us money and this is what's getting us through our career. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not.
Were you ever pushed into a relationship during your time in TOWIE that you perhaps wouldn't have necessarily have done it without the cameras there?
Not pushing to a relationship, but when you're in a relationship on TOWIE, you push to make it go to speed it up. Do you know what I mean? They try to put our whole life into the 6-week series. So say you meet a girl, you become boyfriend and girlfriend. For the first month, you're still only dating. But TOWIE need on any TV show, real, reality, fake films, you need a beginning, a middle and end. So TOWIE on that series need the start, the rise and the fall. Do you know what I mean? So you're not pushed into anything. They ask you to, you don't have to. But you feel like, oh, if I don't have to, I won't get the airtime. Do you know what I mean? So you're not pushing a relationship, but you're pushed into speeding it up. Like, I wouldn't take a girl on a holiday if I was going out with them for six to 8 months after being with them. Do you know what I mean? But like, so is this your girlfriend? Yeah, oh, 2 weeks after, right, romantic holiday. You can't up your game after that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what, TOWIE's, they never push you into anything, apart from taking my top off in the gym. But you know what, if you've got it, flaunt it. No, joke.
I see that picture, it was trending on Twitter at some point, and I can't remember what the slogan was underneath
Is
it.
it like, drop the towel?
Something like that.
Yeah, I ballsed up on that, right? After that episode of TOWIE, I had to do the question thing on the phone. And all the questions were coming in is, Kirk, why didn't you drop the towel? Why didn't you drop the towel? So mucking around, where my name was trending worldwide on Twitter anyway, I went, right, I said, you've got 5 minutes, viewers. I said, if you can get hashtag Kirk drop the towel trending worldwide, I said, I'll do a picture of me like just dropping the towel, holding me bits. Less than 5 minutes, just over 2 minutes. Trending worldwide was Kirk drop the towel. So I still owe them that, so, but you know what I mean? But
well, we're waiting.
I ain't got a towel. I ain't got a towel. But so, I soon will. I will show the nation my penis soon.
Okay. Sure. I'm sure some people are looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right, guys.